Ito ang itsura ngayon ng munisipyo ng Limasawa sa Southern Leyte matapos manalasa ang bagyong Odette. Larawan ng pinsala ang isla. Wasak ang halos lahat ng bahay. Wala silang ngayong kuryente, walang inuming tubig, walang signal ng telepono.
Extreme challenges yield remarkable outcomes born from extraordinary measures. Rising from the devastation of Odette and the challenges of the COVID-19, the people of Southern Leyte emerge not only as survivors but heroes. Akin to the rising of the sun after darkness sets in, the 2022 annual report features the sincere efforts of #Team Eagles and the convergence of governance stakeholders, fortified with shared experiences, united on the common vision for a better province, and anchored on the principle of sustained resilience, commitment to excellence. The determination of bringing renewed optimism and collaboration amidst adversities and diversities, of pulling through and pushing forward, of advancing good governance innovations, has transformed 2022 as the year of victories and thanksgiving. The province recorded 9 Seal of Good Local Governance National Awardees, the highest number for the entire Region 8. The city of Maasin, together with the municipalities of Buntok, Hinunangan, Liluan, Macrohon, Padre Burgos, St. Bernard, Sugod, and Tomas Ocos, received the award from no less than the Secretary of the DILG, Benjamin C. Abalos Jr. on December 15, 2022 at the Manila Hotel. These LGUs achieved all-in performance in the first full-blown implementation of Republic Act No. 11292 or the SGLG Act of 2019. This historical feat translates to 9 high-impact projects worth 5 million pesos each in every winner municipality, and 7 million pesos for the city of Maasin to be completed and enjoyed soon by Southern Leyte'S. 13 barangays were hailed as national passers by the Seal of Good Local Governance for Barangays National Quality Committee in the pilot implementation of the SGLGB Awards, reaping again the most number of passers for the region. 19 LGUs, the provincial government of Southern Leyte, its component city, and 17 component municipalities were conferred as 2021 Seal of Good Financial Housekeeping Passers. For the child-friendly local governance audit, 17 city and municipalities were conferred with the Seal of Child-Friendly Local Governance, recognizing champions in the implementation of programs, projects, and activities to promote and protect the rights and welfare of children. Katublian and Tubod Lupong Tagapamayapa of the municipalities of Hinunangan and Silago retain their seats as regional champions in this year's Lupong Tagapamayapa Incentives Awards. Provincial winners were also recognized during the 2022 Provincial LTIA awarding on November 14, 2022. Of the 500 barangays in the province, 79 barangay development councils were rated with ideal level of functionality in the 2021 BDC audit. 367 or 73% achieved high functionality levels, while the remaining 54 are under the moderate level of functionality. Results of the Provincial Consolidated Report on the functionality level of City and Municipal Committee on Anti-Trafficking and Violence Against Women and Children show that 90% of the provincial, city, and municipal LGUs have ideal functionality levels. The role of the DILG in the conduct of national and local election has been crucial in the achievement of orderly and peaceful elections. The provincial chapter elections of the League of Mayors of the Philippines, Vice Mayors League of the Philippines, the Philippine Councilors League of the Philippines, held on July 19, July 23, and August 5 of this year, and the special elections of the Liga ng mga Barangay on December 9, 2022 were ably assisted by DILG Southern Leyte. With 9 newly minted mayors and vice mayors, as well as 71 newly minted Sangguniang Bayan Pangungsod members, DILG Southern Leyte, through the Sub-Regional Local Governance Resource Center, has developed a localized, newly elected officials program, tailored fit to the needs of both new and seasoned local officials based on felt needs, performance audit results, primarily the seal of good local governance, as well as inputs during multi-stakeholders advisory council meetings and dialogues. A 2022 Kamustahan kauban ang mga lider sa lokal nga gobyerno, a discourse on local governance transition on June 16, 2022 was held in Liloan, Southern Leyte with the support of the Leagues of Mayors in the Philippines of the province. In response to the continuing capacity development needs of both DILG personnel and local governance stakeholders, another innovation was introduced, the 2022 Tuon Yayong, coined from the Bisaya word pagtuon, which means to study and learn, and pagtambayayong, which means to assist and help. In celebration of the 31st anniversary of the Local Government Code of 1991, the Year 2 of the Re-engineering and Retooling of Barangay-Based Institution in the New Normal series started on October 13 to 20, 2022. With the able guidance of Provincial Director Danilo A. Lagitan and Cluster Head Roma Dimiterio, a joint VMLP and PCL training on local legislation and administrative investigation for all vice mayors and Sangguniang members was held on November 9 to 11, 2022 in Mandawi City. DILG Southern Leyte, through its field and provincial officers, have extended technical assistance in the Comprehensive Development Plan and Executive Legislative Agenda formulation workshops of all 19 city and municipal governments. Provincial personnel, headed by P. Dani, facilitated the conduct of the multi-sectoral consultation on the formulation of risk-informed and results-based Executive Legislative Agenda, or ELA 2023 to 2025 of the Province of Southern Leyte. MLGOOs, in partnership with the Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan, assisted in the conduct of various continuing program activities for SKs, with a total of 610 SK officials, their LYDOs, and some LYDC members as participants. Strengthening the Katarungang Pangbarangay activities were also headed by the CMLGOOs. And annual Lupong Congresses were conducted in the municipalities of Silago, Padre Burgos, and Hinunangan, and the city of Maasin. The effective implementation of the 2022 Citizen Satisfaction and Index System in the municipality of Buntok, in partnership with the St. Joseph College, is and will be the municipal's guide in effecting appropriate and better responsive actions towards embracing client-centerism and in ensuring quality services delivery. On sustaining safe and peaceful communities, the DILG, with the active engagement of member agencies, civil society organizations, and stakeholders, have propelled local government units to strengthen its local peace and order and anti-drug abuse councils. 20 LADACs have been rated as highly functional, with the 13 municipalities hailed as national awardees for achieving 100% functionality audit scores, exemplifying the relentless measures in sustaining drug-cleared communities. For the 2022 Barangay Peace and Order Committee Functionality Audit, 491 BPOCs were assessed as highly functional. As Head Secretariat of the Provincial, City, Municipal Peace and Order Councils, the Provincial Director and CMLGOOs ensure to provide all necessary technical and secretariat support services and has continuously guided LGUs to champion peacekeeping initiatives. With the government's priority program in delivering basic services and facilitating societal inclusivity and ensuring active participation of the different sectors of the society in pursuit of sustainable peace and prosperity, especially in conflict-affected areas, Barangay Silaan, Leyte'S, Pamigsian, and Ulisihan of Buntok, which were cleared from the communist insurgency, were proved with 16 million worth of farm-to-market road and water supply rehabilitation. DILG Southern Leyte has been instrumental in the successful conduct of the retooled community support program, Barangay-Based Institution Strengthening, on June 16 to 17, 2022 in barangays Ulisihan, Pamigsian, Leyte'S, and Hilaan of Buntok, as well as in serbisyo caravans reaching even non-RCSP communities. Continuing sectoral dialogues on insurgency and other peace and development issues for various sectors were held in partnership with the provincial, city, and concerned municipal governments and their local task forces, 14th IB, DOLE, TESDA, SLSU, sectoral groups, and other stakeholders. These initiatives are helpful in the collective fight against insurgency and terrorism, and in addressing local issues and specific concerns of key groups in the society through unity in diversity. On December 20, 2022, the first Provincial Peace and Development Awards and Program Implementation Review was held to recognize advocates, champions, exemplars, and outstanding performers from different peacekeeping agencies and acknowledge their critical role in achieving peace in the province of Southern Leyte. Towards institutionalizing gender-responsive local governance, the office has embarked in strengthening the local special bodies through extending support in the conduct of various meetings and engagements of the local councils for the protection of children, local council against trafficking of violence against women and their children, local school boards, local health boards, and gender and development focal point system. The team has also been involved in the National Children's Month celebration by engaging in the kick-off and culmination activities, including extending technical assistance in the capacity development for the Provincial Council for the Protection of Children, Partner Supreme Pupils Government. Due to the continued implementation of appropriate measures against COVID-19 pandemic, the province achieved Alert Level 1 status as of April 1, 2022. Intensified efforts on COVID-19 vaccinations paid off when several LGUs of the province were given recognition by the Department of Health Eastern Visayas. As part of intensifying efforts on risk and crisis management, disaster preparedness, rescue and response, DILG Southern Leyte assisted in the local climate change action plan stakeholders fora conducted in Tomas Upos, Hinundayan, and Hinunangan last April 1, 7, 8, 2022. DILG Southern Leyte also took part of the activities of the Provincial Task Force Build Back Better and the Provincial Climate Risk Diagnostic Tool Analysis sponsored by the United Nations Habitat and World Bank on April 25 to 26, 2022. The launching and distribution of information, education, and campaign materials on disaster preparedness funded under the Local Government Support Fund, Disaster Rehabilitation and Construction Assistance Program to the Schools Division of Southern Leyte and Maasin City on December 18, 2022, hope to enhance disaster resiliency of schools, teachers, and their students. On improving LGU competitiveness and ease of doing business, regular monitoring and attendance to various courses and orientations were done. On December 1 and 2, 2022, the regional EODB audit team visited Maasin City, Macrohon, Padre Burgos, and Sugod to validate the LGU's compliance, examine and discuss innovative practices, and interviews with business owners. Adding to the milestones in the implementation of the EODB law are the launching of the Integrated Business Permits and Licensing System and Building Permit and Certificate of Occupancy in the municipalities of Sugod and Macrohon on December 19 and 23, 2022 respectively. The IBPLS BPCO is seen to significantly expedite the application, processing, and issuance of business permits, building permits, certificates of occupancy, and barangay clearances by making available online services a win-win for both the LGUs and the clients. The completion of DILG-funded projects is transforming lives and instilling accountability and responsibility to LGU beneficiaries in maintaining and ensuring project sustainability. Southern Leyte has a total of 23 projects in the 2021 under the Financial Assistance to Local Government Unit with 20 completed projects inclusive of the 6 local access road projects that were completed with a total length of 5.18 kilometers for 23,846 beneficiaries. To ensure that the projects implemented comply with the set standards and to validate the submitted documents, PDMU Southern Leyte conducted a series of project monitoring and inspection of its locally funded projects. Together with the engineers from the Office of the Project Development Services and PDMU Regional Office, the team conducted project inspection to the municipalities of Malitbog, Padre Burgos, and Limasawa, which are at risk of the expiration of the fund validity under 2021 FALGO, based on the status reflected in Subaybayan. The activity was also done to validate the availability as well as to gather the required documents to give recommendations as to the project implementation and address issues and concerns. Building on the established collaboration, the Multi-Stakeholders Advisory Council of the Southern Leyte Sub-Regional LGRC convened regularly, deepening partnership agreements towards research-based policies and the implementation of the newly elected officials' programs. Another milestone is the introduction of the Project Lupad, Leveling Up Upland Places, Admiration for Development, SLGRC on Wheels to barangays Ulisihan, Pamigsian, Hitawus, and Hilaan in Buntok Town, this province, on June 16 to 17, 2022. In addition, 4 major knowledge products hold promising prospects in innovating administrative and operational support functions, the project completing forecaster, knowledge city, fuel calculator, and the COVID-19 automatic document processor. The municipality of Padre Burgos successfully bagged the 2022 Malinis at Masaganang Karagatan, or the search for the country's outstanding coastal community first runner-up award. The Southern Leyte LGRC, through its Another Banner program, LGRC Links, or the Leveling Up Innovations and Networking for Knowledge-Centric Southern Leyte, assisted the LGU in the development of their video production, showcasing their innovations and practices in marine preservation and conservation. Since 2019, the DILG Southern Leyte, with the constant support of the provincial government of Southern Leyte, has been acknowledging the remarkable performance of LGUs, the significant contribution of partners, and the laudable efforts of city, municipal government operations officers, provincial focal persons, and support personnel in the implementation of programs, projects, and activities of the department. This year, the 2022 Pasidungog, held on November 14, 2022, was made bigger, brighter, and more meaningful by the increase in the amount of incentives and number of awardees, and the heartwarming testimonies of good governance advocates. Under the headstrong and heartstrong leadership of Provincial Director Geraldine C. Makilabit, DILG Southern Leyte has consistently delivered and has been awarded the 2021 DIAO Best Provincial Office, Best Cluster Team, and Best Sub-Regional Local Governance Resource Center. This year, the province is once again nominated for the DIAO 2022. The team also shares its accomplishments and gratitude for being shortlisted and included in the top 5 of the 2022 Capacity Development Awards for Catalyst of Excellence, Bugkos ng Bayan category, a first time for the region. Indeed, together and stronger, the DILG Southern Leyte team navigated through the year 2022 with optimism, thanksgiving, and the celebration of life, accomplishments, and partnerships. The recognition of its most important resource has led the provincial management to organize a 2-day stress management and team conference on January 13 to 14 in Ormoc City, unloading worries and refueling strength, health and wellness session, and team-building activities. Despite the endless tasks and the multiple deadlines, DILG Southern Leyte team finds time to give back and relax. With Provincial Director Danilo A. Lagitan and with Regional Director Arnel M. Agabi as new captains in the DILG provincial and regional offices, DILG Southern Leyte has and will always work and uphold the essence of being matino, mahusay, at maaasahan.